Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Meister Tarot. Thank you for joining me yet again today. I just have a few moments settling in with Meister this morning, just ensuring that this is what he wants me to read on today. He's thrown a couple of little extra bits in as well. So, as promised, what I'm going to have a look at is a few things to do with American politics and a few things to do with America in general. Lindsay Graham has been caught on audio bagging out Trump and praising Biden. We all know Lindsay Graham. He's a flip-floppery. He's a professional politician who will never resign. Bland vanilla who swings with the wind of the day. So I'll just have a quick look to see whether this audio recording's going to come back and bite him. I am not feeling that it will. I think he will just continue on until the end of days, basically. They'll continue to elect him. Who popped out there? Yeah, he's very much tied to the devil of the day, and the devil of the day is not Biden. When I mean talking about the devil of the day, I'm talking about he will say whatever needs to be said to stay in his position. He'll flip-flop around. He's tied to the feeling of power, the ego, okay, so very quickly, actions and consequences has popped up. Base of the pack is the complete undoing, but that's interesting. Wasn't what I was expecting to jump out at me, but let's have a quick look. Will the audio of Lindsay Graham praising Biden affect his chances at the next election? Now, I don't think he's up for re-election for... There is disappointment. There is disappointment at the moment. I didn't look. I don't think he's up for election it's not midterms. I don't even think it's 24. I don't think he's up for a re-election until 26 or something, 26, 2027. But tell me, will this audio of Lindsay Graham make any difference to him politically? Will this audio of Lindsay Graham coming out, bagging Trump, praising Biden, make any difference to him politically, please, Master? Just 3 cards, please. 3 cards. 3 cards. Come on. Again, it's still raining. Got the dryer going in the laundry, which I hate doing, but at least we're running off the solar panels on the roof. Lindsay Graham, will this audio affect him politically? Which means the cards are sticky. Will this affect him politically? It will cause a bit of a crossroads for him where he has to make a difficult decision about, he's wading through the swamp with the 2 swords of truth crossed over. So he does have to make a decision about how he's going to play this. But no, they're working behind the scenes to make this go away with a bit of cash. Oh, they're not good cards for him, actually. The moon does illuminate things. It's just more and more of the insecurity. Sorry, I did say 3 cards. Disappointment. I'll bring you down in a sec. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I'll bring you down for a look. Sorry, I'm too busy pulling these cards. They are not good cards for Lindsay Graham. I'm going to have a bit of a closer look at this one. This is totally what I was not expecting. So what I've got is that this is actually a crossroads moment for him as he wades through this swamp of politics, the swamp of the GOP. It is actually a crossroads with him. There is work going on behind the scenes. Money being paid, foundations being set. This is very much my dark money donors card. And then, but what we have is this murky underbelly being exposed. So this is this audio of Lindsay Graham. Something's going to come out of this in regards to this murky underbelly. It's going to be exposed, it's going to rise to the surface. It is this swamp, which means he's actually being put in a position of insecurity financially. Wonder if his donors are going to abandon him. Wonder if his donors are having a rethink about what insidious character they're actually supporting. Then we have the loss card, disappointment. Not so much a loss, just disappointment with what is on offer. So let's keep going with this. And then we have a tower moment, authentic reform, breaking down of authentic reform, is my death card, but it's about breaking down of old structures so that the new can be rebuilt. But it is complete destruction of what is existing there, leading to heartbreak, anxiety, out in the cold, isolation, and betrayal and deception. I'm going to have a little bit of a closer look at this because I think there is something that's going to be brought forward and revealed, a message. That means Lindsay's going to be walking the tightrope. We then have the end, an absolute culmination, and things stopping, being sacrificed, seeing things from a different point of view. So I'm actually this was a throwaway question. I'm going to have a bit of a closer look at this one because I think it's going to carry more weight than what is perceived. So tell me about, hey Meister, yes I know, please tell me about, is Lindsay Graham going to find himself on the GOP outer because of this audio? Is Lindsay Graham going to find himself on the GOP outer? Tell me about Lindsay Graham's relationship with the GOP now that this audio has been released. Tell me about Lindsay Graham's relationship with the GOP now that this audio has been released. Please tell me about it. Which means I might not get through to a few topics today or touch on the big ones that I promised you. But tell me about Lindsay Graham's relationship with the GOP now that this audio has been released. Come on down. Okay, King of Cups. So this is the Democrats. This is my Biden card. He is a calm and diplomatic figure who's a great bringer together, crossed by the Ace of Wands. So this is fire energy coming forward. This is burning at the stake. Okay, new beginnings as well. But what I'm being told is that this support of Biden will result in Lindsay burning at the stake. I don't know where that term came, well, I know where the term came from, but it just popped out. The Hierophant. So this is in relation to the government. Ooh, the Tower moment in the past. However, this recording is in the past. So this Tower moment is in the past in regards to this. So this is foundation of the reading is the government. Crowning the reading, Two of Cups. So there is some emotional contracts, some coming together, agreements being made, crowning the reading. Potential future, okay, he's going to have to set himself some boundaries. He's going to have to really defend himself in regards to this. External influences, the Empress, which is my card for Russia. Interesting. So there will be some Russian influence in this, internal, complete and utter downfall, the ending. Wow, okay. Queen of Coins, this is in regards to domestic security, financial security, hopes and fears. Okay. Hopes and fears is the Queen of Coins. I think he's hoping that it will just quietly wash away under the carpet, but the fear is that it will be made centre stage and it will become, with this Russia card, a domestic security issue. The Fool often means a new start. In this deck it is simply foolishness. Page of Wands, a message being brought forward. King of Wands. So he's the inspired orator. Wonder who this is. The inspired orator. This is the potential outcome. His foolishness will be presented. The message of his foolishness will be presented. And then we have this rebalancing and moderation. Okay, and victory. I'm going to have a bit of a closer look at this. Then we have the Lovers upside down. So I don't usually read upside down and then loss. But with the Lovers upside down, it means that whatever agreements he's got going, whatever contracts, difficult decisions to be made, difficult choices to be made, whatever agreements, they're unravelled, and there is disappointment with the outcome. There is manipulation. There is manipulation in this marriage that Lindsay has with the GOPs. Here we have betrayal, and here we have this crossroads. Again, base of the pack, we have his insecurity, an offer being made, but loss, and then moving on, the giving and receiving of monies, things being hidden but then being illuminated that come from his past. Okay, I'm going to ask another question on this one as well, because I'll turn that Lovers card up the right way. I am going to ask as to whether the GOP are going to do a Madison Cawthorn on them. So if you remember correctly, Madison Cawthorn is the GOP, was the GOP who claimed that he'd been invited to drug and sex orgies, etc., by senior Republican members, and then of course the compromising sex tapes came out, the compromising audio recordings came out, and Cawthorn's basically being, and I've read on this a couple of weeks ago, Cawthorn's basically being shredded by the GOP internally with whatever they had on him. So tell me, is the GOP... Knight of Coins has come out, they're going to be mercenary in regards to this, or whether that was mercenary in regards to Cawthorn. Okay, take no prisoners, mercenary. Tell me, is this the end of the relationship between Lindsay Graham and the GOP? So it's very much about money, but this is also intergenerational or ongoing continuation, passing through this archway, passing it on. It's Trump organisation type energies, that particular one. So the donors, the oligarchs, is this, because of what has gone in the past and what is this audio recording, is this going to, are the GOP going to turn on Graham? Are the GOP going to turn on Graham? They are working behind the scenes to stick a knife right through this crown of his. Wow, that was totally not what I was expecting today. And that one flung out at me, and it is his ending. It is the ending at the hands of these mercenaries. Well, wasn't seeing that one coming. Okay. Was definitely not seeing that one coming, and that's not what other readers have necessarily read. So I can only say what the cards are telling me. Is this the end of the Lindsay Graham with the is this the beginning of the end of Lindsay Graham with the GOP? Of Lindsay Graham with the GOP. This is a lot bigger than what it's been credited for, is what I'm getting. And this flung out at me again. It's just flung out at me again. I don't think I need to pull any more cards in regards to this, because I was asking if it is the end, and it is the end. As the truth comes out, as he will be under investigation. Now, Lindsay Graham, you sort of think he's the bland vanilla, no scandal, no, nothing to have him on. He just flip-flops around like a, loose in the wind. But I think this is the last straw for the GOP. I'm getting the Hermit. He's going to be isolated. There is a plan in progress at the moment with factors on the world stage. It's going to come out really quickly. There is messages that are going to come out really quickly in regards to this, which is going to be his ending. His ending. Okay. We'll watch that one with interest, because again and again, similar cards coming up saying that this slip up by Lindsay Graham. There is stuff going to come out on him, that this is going to be the end. They're going to take him down. The GOP power brokers are going to take him down. His donors are going to abandon him. The GOP is going to abandon him. I really did not see that coming. I don't know what the end result is going to be, because I know that he's not up for election, well, theoretically not up for election for a while. But if scandal breaks on him, I have to ask one more. Will the GOP release ties between Graham and Russia? Because I did get that Russian card as being an external influence. And I did get the dark money card there, the Three of Pentacles. So the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Two different questions, but okay, tell me. Then I've got the truth coming out. Tell me, is the GOP going to release evidence of Lindsay Graham's ties to Russia? Is the GOP going to release evidence of Lindsay Graham's ties to Russia? Very specific question. Oh, he's really anxious about this. He might not be letting on. Is the GOP going to release ties, Lindsay Graham's ties to Russia? Is the GOP power brokers behind the scenes, the string pullers, the puppet masters, the faceless men who control it, are they going to release And we have faceless men in Australia behind our political parties too. Are the GOP faceless power brokers going to release, too many cards fell out, release, he said it's raining, the cards are sticky even with a different, this one keeps coming at me. This one, it's the third time it's fallen out in a set. So I'm thinking this is a really important card. This is very much a plan that is going to thump them over the head and force a new beginning. So are the GOP power brokers, this was not the topic I was going to focus on today, are the GOP power brokers going to release information in regards to Lindsay Graham's ties with Russia? Okay, now that I've taken that ace of wands out, ace of staffs, ace of sticks, the cards are being easier to shuffle, so please tell me, are the GOP... Ooh, I didn't even notice. This one dropped out, had my eyes closed. There is a harsh truth that is going to be brought forward, and he's going to be under investigation. He's going to have to reap what he has sown. Not sure why the strength card is there. I'm wondering if this is the strength card of the faceless man behind. Oh no, that explains it. The strength of the systems will be upheld and rebalanced. There will be, what have I got in? Oh, okay, I'll just show you this. In this, so in the first row, what I've got is he's under great anxiety of this new start, this information that's going to come out, these communications that are going to come out. A harsh truth is going to come forward that will be under investigation in regards to the money, reaping what he sowed in regards to donations, bribes, international. So yeah, it is going to come out. Now the bottom row here is 4 major arcana, which is, take notice, the strength of the governmental and legal system will be upheld, and it will be rebalanced in moderation and manifesting possibilities, bringing everything that is available to the table. So that's really, really a very powerful, that, yeah, they are. Bottom of the pack, you're not going to believe this, complete and utter downfall in regards to the dark money that he has received, the money laundering, the dark money. There is someone who is going to bring forward a message in regards to this money. There is going to be somebody spilling the beans, and he is going to have to walk away. He's going to have to walk away. Wow. Okay. You heard it here. We will watch this with interest. Remind me, because I tend to do my readings. Once the reading is done, Master lets them go from my mind, unless there's something that particularly sticks, and I think this one's going to stick. I tend not to remember what I actually did a reading on, so when the time comes, please remind me. Now, as promised, I'm not going to get to half of what I was going to today again, because I tend to get sidetracked. I will have a look at, as promised, is Trump going to be caught up in the Gislane Maxwell flipping in regards to sex trafficking? Is Trump, using my trip and wait tarot, because that's about all he deserves, is drug-induced trip really is what he's on at the moment. Is Donald Trump or any of the Trump family? I'm thinking of Don Jr., Eric, Ivanka, but mainly Don Jr. Is Donald Trump or Donald Jr. going to be caught up in Gislane Maxwell's sex trafficking? I'm getting this of information. It's not like she's vomiting it up. I do apologise if that's the impression it gave. I'm just getting the, if you think of a cavern and you've just got this flood of information coming out, but the cavern is her mouth open, and there's this flood of information coming out. Okay, is Trump Sr. or Donnie Trump Jr. going to be caught up in Gislane Maxwell's purge of information? Is Don Trump Sr. or Jr. going to be implicated? Thank you. Implicated. Sorry, I find myself spinning a bit looking at these cards. These two flung out at me. This is Gislane putting the truth out there, putting the truth on board, moving on to calmer waters. She's in the hope of getting a lesser sentence and moving on from this. The other card that flung out was, again, this is Gislane, betrayal, sabotage, throwing both cards of information, both cards of truth, both cards of wisdom, if you can believe that. But this is her taking this information and betraying those now. But the question was, is Don Trump Sr. or Jr. going to get caught up in the sex trafficking information that Gislane will purge? Is Don Trump or Jr. going to get caught up in Gislane's purge of information? New cards, bit slippery, and he's looking for the right one. The right one's at the right order. Is Don Sr. or Jr. Trump going to get caught up in Gislane's purge of sex trafficking information? Right. I'll just put those two aside. I didn't put them back for the reshuffle. I'll just put them aside. Okay, there is information coming out. The ship is going to come in. The fleet of ships is going to come in this particular card. So be patient. It will come to fruition. And it is, the past is what is going to be the information that is coming forward. Base of the pack, victory, interesting card. I think she's already spilt the beans. This is information coming out. So we've got 3 wands. This is all about information and messages coming forward in regards to the past. And there's a lot of information come out already. And I think this is the victory card because the information has come out already. But that wasn't really the question. Okay, Page of Pentacles. So there is somebody who's going to come forward with information in regards to the money, a message in regards to the financing of it. Defeat in battle, having to step back, wounded in battle. Okay. External influences, we have this, again, it's a page bringing forward this message. Again, another message card. So the truth is going to wound them. And then we have this Ace of Wands again, the big stick. So many messages coming out. Internal influences is really this Page of Wands is bringing this message externally that's going to internally bring this extremely powerful message. There is going to be a tightrope to be walked. The fear is, so we had the ships coming in. Where was that card? Ships coming in here on calm waters. But the hopes and fears is juggling this, and you've got the stormy waters, and the question is, which ship do you bring in? Which monetary thing do you chase? Walking this tightrope. An offer will be made, be brought forward. It is a crossroads. We've got these 2 twos here. So we've got pages bringing messages. We've got these 2 twos here. It is a difficult decision to be made in regards to the legality of it. Okay. There will be an investigation in regards to the giving and receiving of money. Biden's popped up here. Trump has popped up here. The High Priestess. Ace of Cups, a lot of emotion involved. Complete and utter downfall of the Trump organisation. Okay. What I'm getting here, which is really annoying, and we've got another page here, Page of Swords, bringing the truth forward, a whistleblower. And the Knight of Swords, the harsh truth being brought forward, Temperance, which is part of the rebalancing and the moderation, and then we have these contracts. These contracts will be exposed. Okay, what I'm getting is that Trump wasn't actually involved in the physical trafficking. The messages are going to come forward, and I think they know it already. I think she has already spilt her beans in regards to this. She's dobbed him in, that he was behind the financing of it. The financing of it. But what's going to happen is that the legal system is going to... They're all talking behind the scenes. There's this talk of, Merrick Garland's not doing anything. Believe me, he is doing an enormous amount. So is Letitia James, and so are the others behind the 22 court cases that Trump is actually facing at the moment. And the decision is, they're talking behind the scenes in regards to all of this information that is coming out. They are walking this tightrope as to what they are going to use. Where did my tightrope go? They're walking this tightrope in regards to what information, what bit they are going to use, what ship they are going to bring in, which will hold the best chance of, where was that card? My complete and utter downfall card. I've got so many cards here, of bringing Trump down. And I think what is going to happen is that the call is going to be made, the offer is going to be made, the decision is going to be made, that some of this is not going to be revealed because the aim at the moment is to simply destroy the Trump organisation, which will destroy Trump. So that is, and this is this legal case in regards to this. So here's Trump organisation here. I think what happened is that Trump wasn't physically involved, he financed it. Is there anything seedy he's not in that he's going to finance? That he financed it, but their goal is going to be to bring down the Trump organisation first and foremost, which will bring down Trump, and then these harsh truths can then be revealed. So, playing it close to their chest, but that's how I'm reading those cards, is that they know already. She has already betrayed Trump, but the decision has been, oh God, the decision has been made that the Trump organisation case is the one that will cause him the most damage, and that is the one they want to take him down on, and everything else is just becoming, including the January 6th, I apologise on that, I think that's what I've read previously, that's the case that they're going to destroy him on, is the Trump organisation case. Everything else is just taking a little bit of a backseat at the moment, and once the Trump org is taken down, then all this other stuff can come to the fore, however, by which stage he will be so destroyed that I don't see him going to jail. I see the information. Okay, right. Okay, Meister. I am seeing the information coming at once Trump organisation is destroyed, Trump is destroyed, all this information will come out. I just get this feeling of, how do I explain it? It's all going to come out. By which stage, though, Trump himself and Don Jr. Will be in a position where everything, it's not dropped, but it's not, the information will come out, it will be put down, put on the table, and it will be left to lie. Because by that stage, Trump will be so ill, he'll be gaga, he'll be penniless, friendless, family will all abandon him. But Don Jr., I'll note that down to have a read on him again. Don Jr. will also be in a situation where he is lost his marbles, and will not be able to be prosecuted either. So the information has come out, it will lie on the table, but the fact that this information is all going to come out will enable the start of a rebalancing of the American political system. So please bear with it. Okay, two readings, the cards telling me stuff that I completely did not expect. So thank you for joining me. We'll watch them with interest. Take care. Look after yourselves, and I shall catch you next time. Sunday for an oracle reading. Okay, love you all. Please stay sane. Look after yourselves first. You cannot give if you haven't got. Look after yourselves first. Look after your mental, physical and spiritual health. Love and light to you all, and I shall see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.